Welcome back, everybody. This is JP Trades. We're coming back at you in a new year. It's January 1st, 2026. And yes, I do have some big plans, some new announcements, and some new ways of doing some things. So, before I get into the charts, let me tell you, I do have a brand new Discord getting built currently. And this is going to be a limited time free Discord. Everything, full VIP access for free. What are you going to get with that? You're going to get all the normal things that you get in a Discord community, obviously. But more importantly, you're going to get my morning video updates for any asset. I do morning updates on almost all assets here, from Forex, futures, ES&Q, metals, gold, silver, altcoins, Bitcoin, as well as my live, almost in the moment, by moment, second by second updates as we go through the charts, as I'm taking my trades, and everything from start to finish and everything in between. So, what you can also find in here, if you are looking for what I have done in the past, I do have a full trade archive. It was my personal trading journey. Every single trade I took in 2025 you can find in this link down here. And you can find that it looks a lot like a previous Discord, and it captures all of my trades moment by moment, live updates, what I'm looking for, the profits, the trades, the setups, what levels I was looking for, why I was looking at these levels, how I took the trades, how I entered the trades, and almost a moment by moment update. As you can see, 1028, 1030, 1033, 1035. I'm updating this in almost real time. I guarantee you, probably next to no one does this. I tell you everything that's in my mind. This is like literally the closest thing you can get for me to hold your hand through all these trades. You can see where it started and how it went, what I was looking for, why I said it's important, the confirmations, all the tools I use, from order flow, Bookmap, to our TPO and session volume profiles. Again, where I entered the trade, all of this important information, how I'm exiting, how I'm managing the trade, what I'm looking for as I manage the trade, and so on and so on and so on. And here you see Market Monkey, which is another tool I use. And again, I post my P&Ls with the trades that I'm taking. I'm showing every little bit of detail in here. There's so much gold in this page. And yes, it is extremely big because I take many trades throughout the day. I'm a scalper and a day trader. Sometimes I do a swing trade here and there, but first and foremost, my style is scalping and day trading. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the serious traders who want to day trade and want to make money every single day in these markets, okay? And you can see everything I did last year in this link. I post even my losses, everything. And let me tell you, I had over 8,000 posts. So this is a lot of information. You could extract a ton of information from this. So do with that what you will. Let's get into the charts now. Let me first tell you again, if you have found me on YouTube or X and you're seeing these updates, I am an SMC plus order flow trader. I do not rely on one system. I have learned many systems over the past 10 years and went through hell trying to find what works for me. Literally hell. And I have a trading system that works again and again and again. Now, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but it's definitely not the hardest thing in the world. And I can teach you, and what I have coming this year and the next few months will be building an entire trading education system. More on that later. So let's get into the Bitcoin chart and actually create a trading plan. One thing I do want to tell y'all, and that's why I'm pausing for a moment. I do also want to tell y'all that I do have, y'all will also get for free in here, my interactive trading charts. Okay. So when you come here, you will be able to see all of my levels. I save these charts every time I update my levels, and you will be able to see that every single update I have on your own screen. So you'll have the levels, set your alerts, wait for confirmations, do your due diligence, and the rest is up to you. So now, what are we looking at on Bitcoin? Let's zoom out a bit to the 4 hour. I have not taken a trade since probably the 22nd was my last trade. And this was a 32-hour trade from a supply order block, also a liquidity sweep. And I will get into that in another video and a trade update. And the trade I took before that was a power of 3 trade, which will also be another trade recap video coming soon. So we are still trading this little choppiness inside really the equilibrium of a range. So we see here, we came on down, found a high, EQ, and now we are in the middle of this range. So you're pretty much just chopping around the equilibrium of this range. So, and this is a 4 hour range, so it is a larger range. So you absolutely can come down here on the 15, the 5, the 1 minute and catch a lot of really nice trades. But you have to do so within the context of being in a chop zone. Let's take a look at volume from the low here. Yeah, just chopping around point of control. Same. So we have our volume. Point of control is acting as a nice support so far and has been. So I'm not so sure if we're going to get any kind of juicy action today. Markets are closed. It's New Year's Day, but I'm coming in, creating a plan and waiting for our levels to get hit because, they might not get hit today. However, this plan stands for the rest of the week and hell until the end of time, until these levels get hit, right? So we have our levels to the upside and to the downside. Immediately, what do I see? First and foremost, I'm paying attention to liquidity. So we see here, we kind of have both sides that very well could be swept out. Now, I am liking this bottom side of liquidity a lot better. We have a lot of stacked longs down here. Very, very nice. So first thing, now that we see that liquidity, keep that context in mind. And again, also keep in context the 4 hour range. And then we have this internal range here. And of course, we have even more internal ranges. If you've been in one of my mentor students in the past year, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you know how to trade ranges that create inside of ranges and how to use the context of double and triple ranges. So we have found a nice little balance on VWAP. Let's go over here real quick. Take a look at some liquidity areas. And again, this is that internal range here. So right away, I see this on the order books. You can see our highlighted limit orders sitting here. That's a very nice area right before 90,000, so about 89.8. So that's going to be right in this order block here. So we have very nice liquidity sitting right here. And to the downside, we have some decent liquidity here, but it's nothing to really write home about. And another one here. But again, this is your main area of liquidity so far until you get really down to about that 84.6 area. And that's where you have another nice, well, I should say a buy wall, not another nice. You have a one sell wall here and one buy wall here. So that was 84.6. And that's going to be right at these dailies. Right there. So those are your two areas of liquidity. And of course, you have to see how they react when you get there, because they can be spoofed. Okay. So everything within here, all these levels here, you're going to treat them as scalp levels. Could come up, create structure, break down here, and you could have a nice scalp only to come down and sweep these lows. You don't have to necessarily come down and sweep all of these lows. You could just come sweep these first. Then you have a nice ride up to the top side. Maybe you get to this liquidity area here where you have those big sell walls right here. And then you come on down and sweep everything that was created in this move up from this area. Now, we don't know when and how this is going to happen. You could come down and sweep all of these lows first and then come back up and then dip down to further create this, sweep these lows and then down to this area. So basically what I'm saying is you're sweeping internal liquidity to bring you up to this big sell wall here. Maybe you even get above that and sweep these highs all right here, even these highs from back here. And then that creates a move down. Let's get that out of the way, because I do see a tap 1, tap 2, tap 3 here as a model 2 distribution. And yes, this could lead us down into this area for a tap 1, tap 2, tap 3 potential, or the tap 3 could happen down here for that model 1. I'm also going to look at that. So that's the context of the larger range on both sides. And same thing here, this tap 2 model could actually turn in to a tap 1 if we were to take all these highs here into these double naked VWAPs into this big imbalance zone right here. And that could create your model 1 for a bigger distribution down. So that is the high time frame narrative. So basically, what am I watching? I'm watching this low to get swept and these highs to get swept. So just the high and low of this range to get swept. Then you look for your confirmations to enter that trade. Again, everything within this area should be counted as a scalp with a runner. And once again, you have your major liquidity here. So if we get here and we start to break down or have some kind of confirmation in this zone, yeah, this could be a great zone to short and then sweep all these lows. Absolutely. However, I would rather it come to this zone. So if we do have a nice short confirmation here, I will absolutely take this, right? But I'm only going to take it down and hold it. Maybe VWAP comes up here. I'm going to hold it and take profit at VWAP. Now, if we start to break under VWAP, back test it, that's when you can add more here, or you could just leave that runner. Now to the downside, if we come down first, you have this. Let's zoom in just a bit more. You have this zone first, but the only way I would take a long here is if you dip in and out real quick and you come back over VWAP just like that, and you have your confirmations for that trade. So what would that be? This would be sweeping that liquidity into this order block, come back above VWAP, and then continue here to look for that short trade or this short trade. What about this level here? Same thing. You're going to be sweeping this low into this level. So I will want to see quick dip in, take this liquidity, come back above. Really, you have to see where VWAP is at the time. And you want to see a reclaim of that VWAP as well. Because if you're taking this short here, you can really only take it up to VWAP and to see what the reaction is there. So if I was in a long trade here, I would be looking to only take it here until confirmation say we're reclaiming VWAP to continue. Otherwise, I would kill the trade. Take this short from here to here, and that is it. That's the trade. Now, if it gives me evidence of coming above, okay, cool. Same thing with this low into this order block. And the reason I don't like this so much is, again, you would be below VWAP and you're so close to sweeping all of these lows here. So this for me is a scalp until proven otherwise. Because I would probably just scalp it back up to VWAP potentially to short, see if I could have a short off VWAP to come and sweep these lows down to here. So that is it on the plans for Bitcoin. I'll be doing updates every day. My normal updates for the Discord, having my video updates on different assets, as well as my market updates, the live and time updates. And I'll also be doing trade recap videos to show you the best trade of the day, as well as the best trade of the week. Come into the Discord. The link is in the description below. Check me out on X. Check y'all guys later.